We're trying very hard to invest 200 million right now, throughout the Netherlands, not just in the Randstad. We believe the Randstad is an incredibly attractive investment area. Likewise, a large portion of our existing portfolio is in Limburg, and we find that to be a great investment location as well for different reasons, and it has different dynamics. But what we're looking to do is to invest, on the basis of the current fundamentals, relatively rapidly, 200 million across the Netherlands, whether that be in social or in regulated social or free rented housing. We'll work with the municipalities if there's a way that we can find ourselves to work together, or we'll support the overall development by buying from people probably who want to reinvest their capital in newly developed housing.
Great, thank you. Dick.
Yeah, Richard, you asked me last year the question, where will you put your money? And the year before you asked me the same question.
And I'm going to test to see whether you've changed your view.
And I could choose between different sectors in the Netherlands. And then I said, well, you have to put 80% in residential. And last year I said, well, you have to put 80% in residential. So I would put 80% in residential. But I'm glad that we put our money where our mouth was, because we invested a lot last 2 years. And we are now very successful in generating returns from that. But I would, yes, as we say within Bouwinvest, we will invest in the core regions that are the economic, demographically growing regions, in sustainability, newly built housing, free rented sector between rents of 700 and 1100 euros a month. And that's very fast-growing market, as we have heard during this session. And I hope we can collaborate with all the guys in this forum to invest more in Dutch residential.
Great, thank you. Boris and Wienke, I'll come to you. So what would you do with the money? How would you invest it? How do you think people should invest?
Yeah, I think the biggest challenge for us investors is to take our investments to another level, because now we're investing like maybe on a project base, and every time doing the selection for maybe 50 or 100 residential houses. I think the real challenge, and that's where I want to put my money, is in investments like of complete neighborhoods, where you can invest more or less for the long term, every year 100, 150 residential units, but on the long term maybe in 800,000 residential units. So investing in complete neighborhoods, I think that there's a challenge, and there's, I think, the ambition for investors at the moment. And of course, we are investing at the moment in all the 4 big cities, and we want to keep on doing that.
Great, thank you.
Our business model is a little bit different from others because we are also a developer, and we invest in land, not only in greenfield but also in brownfields, restructuring old industrial areas. We do so also during the crisis. We kept on going in this field, and it's an answer to the question of Boris. If you want to create new parts of cities, you really have to invest in it and to make it possible. But you can't wait just for the local authorities to do it for you. So that's our scheme. If you look at the investment side of it, we will do at least the coming years at least 500 million in the resi, and also 500 million in assisted living. That's our goal for the next 3 years.
Okay, great. Thank you. Peter.
Among our clients, there's very serious interest to invest in Dutch residential at the moment. So we hope to get the first deal done soon. We are already looking at other possibilities in the market. Size is a big factor for us. With institutional money, size plays a role always. And of course, the basic fundamentals have to work, specifically the demographics in the Netherlands and the areas you're investing in. But we would love to invest 200 million in residential today. Absolutely.
Great. And then yes, the city's chance now to win some of that money.
I think it's very good news. I think we are very positive, and when we look to the housing market, like in Utrecht, it's good at the moment. We have a lot of young people, a lot of students, a lot of senior citizens who are looking for rental houses in the free market. And we are planning to give the opportunity to build up to 2,000 residential homes the next coming years till 2024. So a lot of opportunities, and good to hear all these possibilities.
Yes, well, I think what is very important is to have, as a local government, a cooperative mindset for investors. That's very important. We have that in Rotterdam. That's one thing. And another thing that my colleague already mentioned, a colleague from Utrecht, Boudewijn, that is consistency in your policies. I mean, you're investing for the longer term, obviously. So what you do not need is uncertainty when it comes down to rules and regulations. So that's in The Hague, but it's also the local government part where I'm responsible for. So consistency in your policies, also consistency in your plans for your city, your strategy. So not every 4 years we have these local elections, of course, and then suddenly change your strategy, but keep focusing so you get confidence by investing in the longer term. I think that's very important.
Well, I think I can add to all what I said, that it is important for a long term to work together on a quality of life. We have, as municipalities, a responsibility for the public space, infrastructure, but we have a shared responsibility for security, for people who want to live in the houses we build. That also ensures an investment to be productive for a long time, and it keeps people in our cities happy to live in there, and that's in our interest too.